Is the culture shock real? Um, yeah.
Asta.
Yeah.
I'm worried about making new friends. Do you have any advice?
Yeah, I think we mentioned talking about all the clubs and societies. I record the university have more than 200 club and societies, so you can definitely find something you're truly passionate about or interesting to be part of the communities. I also think there are different student organizations like the postgraduate association, the undergrad association. They also have different equity groups as well, so you can fill in for your own interests. They also provide free support for legal services, career advice. Also, the university, your faculty has been have very specialized services as well. So they could be a very good channels and ways for you to make a lot of friends and also meet different people from different culture background and diverse communities as well.
I would just say go for Facebook groups. Like, there are so many Facebook pages. So, one of the really popular ones is You Said Love Letters Revived. And you can literally just make an anonymous post on there and say, hey, I'm in my first semester and I really want friends. And people will just heart react. And you can reach out to them and just, obviously, this is very unofficial advice, but it's a good way to make friends. And there are so many USYD discussion groups on Facebook as well. So you have like a USYD 2022 discussion group. And then, yeah, just reach out to people and don't be shy because everyone's in the same position as you.
The university provides a lot of opportunities for you to be in like group projects, doing group assignment, and you might be working on, say, an internship or casual work, so you have colleagues. So I think sometimes if you spend a bit more time outside the task or the formal part of those projects, come to the team meeting a bit earlier, or go to the Friday night drink. So hang out with your classmates and colleagues outside working project together. That's also a great way to extend your social networks. I know it could be quite nerve-wracking if you're an introvert like myself, but you just need to remind yourself a bit. Yeah.
If you just want to say hi to somebody, just walk up and say hi to them. Get their Instagram and then don't be afraid to message them the next day asking, hey, do you want to get lunch somewhere? I think personally for me, it's easier to make one-on-one connections instead of trying to get into a large friend circle from the start of your uni. So just focus on getting to actually know people.
Is the culture shock real? Yeah. Definitely is.
I just think it was a very welcome environment, and I also consider it as a bit culture shock for me. I remember when I was living student accommodation, even when people walk in the corridors, everyone would say hi to you, people wave at you, everyone would give hugs very easily, and that was a very big shock for me. Like coming from an Asian background, like we don't really have that body touch that frequently. But when I first have the hug with all my friends, in the accommodation, that really gave me very different feelings. I really enjoyed that kind of like a closeness and also the open environment here. So yeah, I do think it's a bit of culture shock, but I really enjoy the welcoming environment here.
I think the biggest culture shock for me was how we address our professors and tutors here. So back in India, we don't address our professors and tutors by their first names. We refer to them as ma'am or sir. So for me to come to class and actually call my professor by his or her first name, it was just so strange for me because we were taught that calling somebody elder to you by their first name is disrespectful. So how do I address my professor without being disrespectful? I think that's something that I had to get used to.
Yeah, but I think it was like a good thing as
Yeah,
well
it
because
was.
then I feel like for me, I started seeing my professors and tutors more as friends and people I could reach out to. But when I was back in India, I was like so scared to just, reach out to my professor. And I think that's a really good thing that we've gained here.
All right, so next question is, I need some help with my enrollment. Who can I ask? Good question. I think you can always reach out to the student center as the first point of contact, and they can triage you to the right person to contact. And sometimes you can contact faculty services if it's specific questions, and you can always rely on your program director and programs team if you have other questions.
I think part of university we also have peer support teams, so which they are all students from the same backgrounds may as you. They can provide you a bit more personal advice as well, like to say, how to read your handbooks, what are the things you need to plan for your studies, and that could sometimes be very helpful as well.
Yeah, and you also have mentoring programs, so you can join those as a mentee. Yeah, and you have them for like different faculties, and also if you're a DL student, you have the DL mentoring program as well. In addition to that, I would say if there are some specific concerns you have about your degree or your units of study, you can also book an appointment with an academic advisor, which is free as well from the university. And they'll sit with you for half an hour, 45 minutes, and just discuss everything you need to know. And I've used their services quite a few times, and I can say it's fantastic. So, yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer studying on campus or online?
On campus.
I think the good thing about online learning is it offers great flexibility. So you save you the transport, the traveling to campus. And I know the academics are very supportive, and they always come up with new ideas to engage our students in the virtual classroom. But absolutely, studying on campus also a great experience with our beautiful campus. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the good things about online learning is actually the convenience it brings too. You can literally just roll out of bed like 2 minutes before your class, get ready for your lectures and tutorials. Or sometimes between your class, you don't have much time to travel. Our campus is very big. Sometimes I have to travel all the way from the old teachers college to the business school. It does takes around like 15 minutes or so to travel there. So the online class, it really give you very seamlessly like connection between your class and also save your time on that end as well. But obviously, I really enjoy the in-person element, especially when you have a lot of group assignments, meeting with your team members, and also have the interactions with your classmates and all the other people studying the same unit, have the in-person connection. Sometimes even some of the unit have practical parts. You might be doing now in a studio shooting a lot of projects, or sometimes they have field trips to some other workshops or external corporate partners. That could be, those in-person elements is also very valuable as well. So I do think both online and on campus have the benefits as well.
I feel it's much easier to stay focused in an on-campus class, because if I'm in a class online, it's just so easy to turn off my camera, just take my phone and watch Instagram reels. But if I'm on campus physically, I know the professor has my 100% attention. So I definitely prefer on-campus classes.
I absolutely love the on-campus learning now, like just getting dressed and going to campus every single day, and just the little things, enjoying a coffee outside Fisher. It's so nice, and I'm really glad that I'm here and able to do all that.